Welcome back, everybody, to the Men's Empowerment Movement. I'm KB, book author of Millennium Women, Gender Assassination, the Plot to Destroy All Things Male, and Millennium Women, War on Man Bully Tactics, is why the independence is failing them in their relationship and how to be empowered. Okay? This book is on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. This one will be out the end of this month. I'll let you guys know when it's out. These books are both going to empower you and help you, get your respect back as a man and let you know the plot behind why women are trying to destroy you. All right? But today's topic, first I need you guys to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I appreciate that. All right. Today's topic is, what's the real true reason behind why women always say that they don't need a man? What's the true reason behind why they say that they don't need a man? Okay? The cover up. All right, now here's why they say they don't need a man. Oh, I don't need a man because I can do it by myself, on my own. I don't need a man. I can do it for myself, by myself. See, that's the women empowerment movement facade. Okay, that's what they want to put out front. That's the smoke and mirrors that they want to put out front. They can do it for themselves. Okay, and it sounds good for women. Okay, hey, women gather together and group up. Yeah, women, we can do it for ourselves. Yeah, we don't need a man. He can go to hell. Yeah, rah, rah, rah. The rallying point. Okay, now, let's peel back the layers. Let's move the curtain. And let's see what's really behind in the back smoky room back here. All right? Why do they say that? What's the point of saying that? Okay? And here's the point of saying that. The reason why they say they don't need you as a man is because they're trying to cover up, okay, their insecurities, their low self-esteem, okay, and their emotional and sensitivity needs, which are all weaknesses because it causes them not to measure up to men. Say that again. Their, emotional and sensitivity needs, their low self-esteem and their insecurities causes them not to measure up to a man. They can't measure up to you as a man. This is why they out here putting this out that they don't need you, because all that does, by you being around, but this is why you always have hostility with independent women, guys. But by you being around them, and by you, being in the relationship with them, it only reinforces the fact that they need you. And that's the thing they're trying to avoid, and they can't avoid it. So this is why they're giving you a hard time. This is why they always trying to say they don't need you, because in reality, they do. Okay, but they don't want you to know that. Because by you knowing it, by you being around, it only reinforces the fact that they can't measure up. It shows their weaknesses. It shows the insecurity. It shows the low self-esteem, okay? It shows all that emotional and sensitivity needs that causes them to cry and be emotional when they can't measure up and things go wrong for them. See, those are weaknesses that men don't have. Remember now, they're trying to compete with you and trying to outdo you and trying to empower themselves and get you to believe that they're equal. They're trying to get you to believe it. Because guess what? They don't. They don't believe their own hype. See, they hype themselves up like a hype man. They out here like Flavor Flav, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fight the power, that be, you know what I'm saying? They public enemy. Okay? But the real reason is because they're insecure. Mm-hmm. They don't have what's in us. This is why they hate you. This is why they don't like you. This is why they try to tear you down. And what I mean by what is in us is the penis envy. They don't have that confidence. They're insecure. Okay? So therefore, they don't go out all out into something and try to accomplish an achievement. So they rather tear you down, bring you down beneath their level so they can defeat you. See, those insecurities stop them from, competing with you head to head when they know they can't measure up. So they try to tear you down, try to get you to emasculate yourself, or they try to emasculate you. Now they feel good about themselves. Okay? Now here comes the self-esteem boost. Yeah, I did it, boy, I did it like a man. Yeah. But she brought you down. She tore you down. So she didn't actually do it as a man, and she knows she didn't. But she don't want you to know that. She wants you to believe that she's on the same level as you in all areas, all equal. Matter of fact, she thinks she's better than you. But she don't truly believe it because she knows that she's not. She's trying to convince you that she is. It's a psychological con game, guys. And that low self-esteem that they have. See, y'all got to understand. See, no matter how much a woman wants to achieve, no matter how much a woman wants to, go out here and do well in the job and empower herself and take care of herself, when she looks in that mirror and see all those flaws, with her looks, with her body, a man has to validate her by raising her. That's how she gets her self-esteem boost, fellas. He has to compliment her. He has to raise her self-esteem up. She knows this because she can't do it on her own. By telling her how pretty she is, by telling her how good her clothes look, those are all validations and self-esteem boosts that she wants and needs from a man. She needs it because she can't, go on with low self-esteem. So she got to come out here and dress scantily and all kind of stuff like that. Okay. Now, that insecurity and that low self-esteem she needs from a man. See, that's the cover up. See, because she can't go out here and be head to head with you. Not with those flaws, not with that insecurity, and not with that low self-esteem. She can't. She can't do it. Which is going to cause her to be emotional, which is going to cause her to be sensitive. That's why she always said everything's offensive to her, so she can put up the smoke and mirrors that she's equal. So therefore, she hates the fact that she needs you to do that. But she don't want you to know that. So she going to try to get the validation, without your knowledge. So she gonna go out here and dress nice, dress sexy, dress this way to get that self-esteem boost out you. But she don't want you to know that. And she don't want you to have no credit, even though she needs you to do it. This is why she always saying she don't need you. Because she don't want you to have the credit. She don't want you to know the secret. This is the secret to her success. To all women's success is their self-esteem boost and their insecurities that they have. They need a man to raise it up. So they always saying, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. But secretly, they're getting the self-esteem boost with the yoga pants. Come on now. They wear yoga pants 24/7. We all know what the yoga pants about. Let's keep it real. It shows all the curves, all the booty, all the vagina, everything. So a man can look at them in a sexual way and get that validation. They wear them every day. See, that's the whole point. Get the validation without asking for it or trying to, or going after it and get you to acknowledge it without acknowledging it. Yeah. So they pulling it out of you. All right, so that they don't have to ask for it. They don't want you to get no credit for it. So it's because all it's going to do is further reinforce the fact that they need you. They need you, and they hate the fact that they need you. That's why they always saying they don't need you. Because they're trying to convince themselves that they don't need you. But in reality, Why the hell you got to keep saying you don't need us then if you don't need us? You do, because what's known don't need to be said. So if you didn't need us as men, you wouldn't say you don't need us. You just go about your happy life. You good. But they always out here barking at you. I don't need a man. I got my own house, my own car, my own money, my own this, my own that. That sounds good to them because that's making it seem like they don't need you. They're trying to convince themselves that they don't need you. Okay? But they don't want you to know that they do need you. Okay? Because it goes against the narrative of women's empowerment. It goes against their take over the world mentality, their world dominance, woman dominance over men. That's the end game they're trying to achieve, and that goes against that narrative. Okay, so the cover up is, okay, by needing you or by acknowledging that they need you, by having you around in a relationship, by having you around to support them, it reinforces all the weaknesses, all the insecurities, the low self-esteem, okay, the emotional sensitivity needs. When it reinforces all that weakness. This is why you're having a hard time with them, fellas. Okay? This is the true reason why they say they don't need you, because it reinforces the fact that they do. And they can't go on without you because they don't have, okay, the qualities of a man. The confidence, the aggression, okay? They don't have that. So therefore, they want that, but that's why they hate you, and that's why they have penis envy, because those things that you have in you is not in them. But they rather blame you for it, like you did. Okay? God made them. I didn't make them. Okay? My thing is this. Maybe he didn't want women to have that aggression. Maybe he didn't want women to have that confidence. I don't know. I don't give a damn. I didn't do it. And I don't owe them nothing. And neither do you as a man. Okay? So therefore, you don't have to bow down to her weaknesses. See, she wants you to bow down to her weaknesses. Okay? But she don't want you to know that they are weaknesses. See, women are always trying to go through a back door to get validation. That's what the yoga pants are about. It's a backdoor validation. Okay? Get you to validate them without, you saying nothing to them. Okay? Also, the women's empowerment movement. Okay? It's to get you, it's so they can raise their self-esteem up. Women are empowered. But behind the scenes, they need a man to empower them. Believe it or not. That's the cover-up. They need a man to empower them because they need a man to validate them, to raise their self-esteem. Women with no self-esteem can't accomplish a damn thing. That's work, home, sex, anything. And she got low self-esteem. So the man triggers all of that. But she don't want you to know that. That's the cover-up. So she's sitting there saying, oh, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. But at the same time, what she do? She try to use you for validation. She try to use you to help her in other ways. Okay? I made a video about how women con men into paying their bills by getting them to live with them. See, by getting men to live with women, she backdoored you into paying her bills. See, it's a con game. Okay? Go look up that video. It's a psychological con game. She backdoored you into paying her bills by getting you to move with her. She didn't move with you. She got you to move with her, but you got to pay your way now. But paying your way means paying her bills. So she backdoored you. See, that's what women do all the time. That's the cover up. See, women got all these cover ups. Okay, to get men to do things for them that they can't do for themselves because they don't want to look weak. So having you around and acknowledging that they need you only further reinforces the fact that they're weak. It only reinforces their weaknesses, their low self-esteem, their insecurities, their emotional and sensitivity needs. That's what having you around does to them. It makes them weaker because it reinforces the fact that they need you. So this is what comes out of their mouth. I don't need you. This is why you get all this pushback, all this flack, all this attitude. It's because they hate the fact that they do need you. That's what it's all about. That's the cover-up game, fellas. It reinforces the fact, your presence reinforces the fact that they need you, and so they don't like that. So therefore, they say that they don't need you. So they push you away. They do all kind of things, but at the same time, they backdoor you into getting them to do things for them, like paying their bills, by getting you to move with them, by raising their self-esteem, by wearing sexy yoga pants. But I thought they didn't want to be seen as sexual objects. Well, that's all yoga pants are. It show everything. You can see they don't have no panties on. You can see the camel toe. You can see the cuff in the ass. You can see it all. And that's all calculated. So they can get that self-esteem boost, fellas. See, they backdoored you into validating them. They backdoored you into paying their bills. The same thing they saying that they don't want from you, which is being a sexual object, okay, and paying their way. They got you to pay their way, and they became a sexual object that got you to validate them. Cover up. That's the cover up. See, when a woman says she don't need a man, it's a cover up. And it's covering up the fact that she needs you. So she's trying to convince you that she don't. And so you figure, hey, she can do it on her own. But in reality, she backdooring you into doing everything she just said she didn't want you to do, or that she didn't need you to do. The cover up. See? So fellas, don't fall for the con game of what women do, what independent women do to you. Anytime they out here barking loud, they don't need you. You better damn well believe they don't need you. It's like when people say, it's not about money. You better damn well believe it's about money. Oh, this ain't about sex. You better damn well believe it's about sex. When they come with a disclaimer, that means they're trying to explain to you before it gets to you. Oh, let me say this, that, and the other, okay? So I can explain it. When people start explaining first, that's a disclaimer. They telling on themselves what exactly this is about. So when women say that they don't need you, that's a disclaimer. It's like the money and the sex. When they say that's not what it's about, that's what you better damn well believe. That's what it's about. So when women say they don't need you, you better damn well believe they need you. It's just they don't want you to take the credit for it, because they want to take the credit. They don't want to give you the credit, okay, for raising their self-esteem by looking at them in them yoga pants. They don't want to get you the credit for paying their bills, so they backdoor you into living with them. They don't want to give you the credit for being a man and being stronger than them and being more confident than them and being more aggressive than them. So they use you in that way to get their own self-esteem boost and get their own aggression, but they don't want you to get credit for it. That's the cover-up. That's the cover-up. So I'm letting you guys know, when you come across a woman who's saying she don't need you, you better damn well believe she needs you. Okay? Because when a woman says, I can pay my own bills, do my own way, now, you tell me, what woman want a man that ain't got a job? Is she gonna be in a relationship with him? The answer is, we all know, it's hell no. Okay? I don't care how much money she make. Okay? And I'm gonna give you an example. Look at all the big time celebrity women. Let's take Beyonce. I think Jay-Z's a billionaire, ain't he? But she got all that money with who she chose. A man with just as much money as she got or more. Okay? What about Kim Kardashian? Look at her life. She got all that money, TV show, the whole 9 yards. But look at the guys she was with. Reggie Bush, multi-millionaire. Ray J, millionaire. Okay? That guy she married, that old goofy looking guy, NBA player, millionaire. Okay? Kanye, millionaire. But they say they don't need a man. Look at any celebrity woman. Look at J-Lo. Okay? Diddy, millionaire. Mark Anthony, millionaire. A-Rod, millionaire. Something ain't adding up here. See, what they're saying don't match what their actions or what they're doing. See, that's cover up, fellas. See, they're saying they don't need a man for money, but they won't accept him without money. Con game, cover up is what it is. See, when they saying they don't need this, that's exactly what they need. See, when you saying you got your own money, but you won't accept the man in a relationship without money, what are you saying? You want it for his money. Otherwise, you won't be with him. Ain't no woman gonna be a man with a broke man in a relationship. Not for long. No way. He on the time limit. You better damn well believe he either got to be on his way with money or he better have it. One of the two. Or she gonna march that vagina to the next battle. Let's keep it real. Okay? That's how it's gonna work. She bartering her vagina. Is what she's doing to the highest bidder that's more valuable to her. That could be small money, medium money, large money. All depends on, you know what I'm saying, their self-worth. Okay? Their standards. So what they're saying and what they're doing is two different things that don't match. It's a contradiction. And that's a cover-up. Okay? For their weaknesses. That's a cover-up for women's empowerment that can't measure up. See, these women can't measure up. So they covering up the fact that they can't measure up. And I'm going to say that again. These women can't measure up to men. So they're covering up the fact that they can't measure up by backdooring you into doing things like validating them, paying their bills, won't accept a man without money. Celebrity women won't accept a man that ain't a millionaire. Let's keep it real, fellas. It's all a cover up. That's why they always say they don't need a man, because they do, because it reinforces the fact that they're weak. It reinforces the fact that they've got low self-esteem, insecurities, emotional sensitivity needs that don't measure up to men. That's why you have a hard time. That's why they give you this back and forth hatred thing, okay? Because they figure they hate the fact that they do need you when they've been out here saying that they don't. That's the problem that you're running into with today's independent woman. All right? So just know that, fellas, that's the real reason behind why women say they don't need you, because they do. But they just don't want you to know it or get credit for it. So I'm going to wrap this thing up, fellas. Okay? Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, guys. Share the video to others who may need, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge. So until the next episode,